שלך, זה בסדר. סגירה.
אוקיי.
את בזמן שידור חי, בגלל שיש לך מוטיזציה, את יכולה כאילו להפעיל עכשיו יהיה עוד כזה מודעה.
איזה מודעה?
מודעה של יוטיוב, כמו כל מודעה בסרטון. זה בשידור חי, אם את רוצה.
לא.
אוקיי. אז זהו.
אוקיי.
ביי.
חכה רגע. If anyone is here, I'm still trying to fix things to stay put and to film everything that needs to be filmed. And my camera is still wobbly. And if you are trying to put something in the chat, go easy on me. I'm still trying to fix things. First time I'm doing it. Not great. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I can see I can see the chat in on the side here. Okay. Yeah, there was an earthquake for a few minutes because my phone is wobbly. Okay, so I'll let you, whoever is a subscriber, to try and come in. I pronounce my name Noit, like N-O, and if you take it very like E-A-T, Noit. Before I will start with the calendars, I'm giving you a chance to enter the live stream, and that's your chance to ask me questions. Just go easy on me. Takes me time to read what you're writing. If you are asking about my name, what does it mean? It's the name of a flower, wildflower that mostly in south of the country in the desert. Oh, it's great to see people come in. I see you, Robin and Janet. Oh, Beck and Linda. Always seeing you on Facebook. I'm shaking here. This is wow. Joyce. I'm looking here, trying to see all the things that you are writing in the chat. My eldest son is okay. Everything is okay with him. My younger son is my IT support. He helped me put all the stuff to go live for the first time. Yeah, Canada, Germany, okay, from the US and from the UK. Down under are probably sleeping right now. Canada also, I see you. Wow, this is exciting. Yes, Robin, I remember your name because I remember more pictures than than things in letters, and you didn't change your profile picture. Netherlands, yay! Wow. Okay. Let's hope I won't get a heart attack on live stream. Never thought I will go live. Canada, Nova Scotia. Yay. England. Yeah, Happy New Year to those who were celebrating on the 1st of January. Our New Year is somewhere in September. The Jewish calendar is different than the Christian one. If you can hear a plane, then sometimes yes. And there are planes above from time to time. It's a tiny country. As I said, if you're following my channel, then we are the size of New Jersey. And for those who know what's going on here, we are at war. Yay, yeah. So sometimes there will be overhead noise from airplanes. I've got a few ideas for the calendar. So, and I've got several that I've kept. So we are going to do all kinds of stuff. Mostly, if you want to do something with me, then grab all kinds of painty papers that you have and anything, even the, like I have the notebook with that I put all the leftover paint. So if you've got papers like that with all the leftovers, then that's the time to use that stuff. If you have jelly prints, if you have all kinds of stuff, whatever you've done and it's in a bin and it's waiting to do something with, that's the time to take it out. And if you don't have, you can use maps, you can use book pages, and you can do many things. And if you don't have that, or if you have like the big calendars that you mostly put hang on the wall, then it's mostly just, if you want to use it as something else like a journal, then I will just advise you to go over it with gesso. I'm trying to not miss anyone in the chat. It's a little bit small. Okay, what do you say? Shall we start? And if you can write, just if you can, put it in capital letters. It will just help me see what's going on. Yes, Robin, I also that notebook with with unwanted paint is from Cat Hand. Sometimes my best painty papers are from there. Okay, so just for starters, this is one of the calendars I've done in the past. I'm almost sure that I made a video out of it or part of it. So just so you can see, this was a calendar, one that sits on the desk, but you can also put it like this. And I kept it because like this, but and I have also others, as you can see, and I think that some of them I will keep like this. Some of them I'm going to cut through this cardboard and do something else. We'll see. And so I'll just flip very fast so you can see and get an idea. This one, as I said, is I've just used it as an art journal for mostly all the leftovers and all the painty papers that were everywhere. Very simple. All kinds of, those are gel prints. It's from a long time ago. Here we go. So that's of course one idea for what to do with your calendar, and we'll do all other stuff also. Let's see. Thank you, Astrid. Okay, so all kinds of calendars, as you can see, all kinds of sizes. It really doesn't matter. This is the simplest one. I got it in supermarket. This is just for advertisement, and they gave it at the first of the year. And as you can see, very just a booklet, nothing to it. And I've already cut all kinds of painty papers to go in there. So this is going to be very simple. And of course, you can decide for yourself if you want to use both sides or one side. I've got another idea for this. If you are using it as an art journal, then you can do one side with whatever painty paper you want, which is a great start and can give you a head start in creating something. Also, you use all the painty papers that you accumulated and just sits in a bin. And on this side, you can put something with lines and just write the technique that you used. We all save like videos in YouTube for all kinds of technique. This is a place that you can make your art journal. Each time use a different technique, write the technique here, do it here. So just another idea. So for this, I've already cut some papers. I can go over them just so you will get a notion of what I'm talking about. It really is all kinds of stuff that I had left over from other projects, or all kinds of things that I tried. Like here, I've done paper on top of stencil with scraping, oil pastels. Some of them I don't even remember what I've done. This is just a brayer. Leftover paint, more leftover paint with the stencil, gel printing and some stamping. Don't remember what I've done here. I think I squished some paint. So as you can see, all kinds of stuff, leftovers, and they are just going to go into this I don't know what to call it, calendar booklet for that matter. Okay, and I didn't even organize them in any kind of order. I can, as I go, I can decide what to do. So that's the easiest stuff that we are talking about, making an art journal from the calendar. That's only one ID. Let's see if I missed something. The image is blurry. Let's see. No, mine is fine, only it's a little bit crooked, but I couldn't find a way to make it better. If you have, maybe I will try something here. Let's see, what does it do? No, doesn't do anything. Okay, this is really touch and go. No. Okay, so I tried all I could have tried here. That's what I have. What can I say? It's just a phone here. I don't have any special camera. I don't have all kinds of cameras and angles and special microphone or nothing. So okay, so here is another calendar. Very simple with spiral, and here I also started to cut pages out of the notebook with the that was with the leftover paint, and here are more pages from that notebook that I need to cut to size. These are the leftovers that I've kept, like if you can see it's from this page, and I kept it because I thought maybe I will use it later. Let's see. Okay, here is another calendar. This I'm going to put, I've taken some maps, cut it to size. This is going to be some kind of an album. Last February, I was in Lapland. Yep. Take a girl out of the desert and just put her in a lot of snow. It was like getting out of the airport into Narnia. I just needed a lamppost in the middle of the forest, and that's it. I was in Narnia. So I'm going to glue these maps that I just cut randomly. I don't care what's really in the back. And then I have some photos that I took in Lapland that I want to put in here. I have an album that sits in one of my closets, but I wanted something small that I can have on hand and that will, I don't know, give me inspiration. I don't know what to call it. Makes me smile that I once was in somewhere that I never thought I would be. Okay, let's see. Clear. Okay. Okay. So this is the next idea I have, to turn it into some kind of a small album with memories. And this is something that you can just put on a shelf, even open. Like if this kind of calendars can sit on the desk, then because they have this, I could also do the same thing with some of the calendars that I have that are sitting on a desk, and each time I will have in front of me a page with the photo. Also can be done, but I just wanted to do it in this simple one, just to show you that it can be done with something so simple. So These are the other calendars that I haven't done anything to prepare for them or anything. For now I'm just going to put them aside because I've got so many stuff here. Okay, let's see. And I've got other ideas that as I go along I will talk about. I want to start doing something and not bore you. Okay, so let's start here. For these two you saw I've already cut, and for this I started. And my best advice, like any other stuff that I do, always make some kind of a template, so you won't have to check again and again. So if I'm doing one and then I'm taking this as a template and I'm going to cut the other notebook pages to size that will fit here. So I can move my calendar. These are the rest of the pages that I picked from the notebook. And when you have a template, you can play around. You can see where you want to cut and have the page for your art journal. And if you are not sure and you have time and patience, you can, instead of doing this kind of template, do a frame. Because if you have a frame, you can see through and then you can decide which part of the page you want. So I'm talking a lot. Wow. So I need this and this. Let's see. This is going to be a challenge, but that's what I like in this project. I'm cutting some mishmash page with all kinds of colors on it, and then I have a challenge to do something on it. And I'm not stressing about it because it's just in a calendar and it's just in a very simple notebook that I used leftover paint on. So nothing gets wasted, and I don't have to stress out that I'm using some expensive stuff or ruining some expensive stuff. I need to change. It doesn't cut very well. Just a minute. Okay. I don't know if you use this kind of knife. Basically, you have here, in most of them, in the back, a place where you get this out, like this. Put your blade inside, and then you can break it off and start with the new blade. If you don't know, I prefer to use this kind of, I don't know what to call it, plier, and do like this. But whatever is more easy for you. So here we go. I'm not measuring, just using this as a template, and that's it. If I can avoid measuring, I'm avoiding measuring. Anything new in the chat? Hi Kim and Ellen. Hello to everyone. If I forgot to say anything, Thank you for coming in. And if you missed the start, just know that I'm very nervous. Never thought I would do a live. And here we are. So I'm just cutting to size, and this moved a little bit. That's because I'm stubborn and I don't like to measure. Now, as I said, these are all kinds of pages that are going to be inside, and they are really varied, and sometimes it's a challenge, but sometimes when I come to do something on it, it just doesn't, I don't know what to call it, it doesn't click. And then you can always glue on top of it something else and start over again. Nothing is wasted. Don't stress yourself if you put something inside and you don't like it. And there is always gesso. So, okay, I'm keeping some of the cutoff because I can't, it seems like I can't, I never can throw away paper, and I'll probably find something to do with it. Last page. In this kind of calendars that I'm making into a journal, mostly I do all kinds of collages. I'm using now all kinds of pages from the notebook and all kinds of painted papers that I have left. I'm also using all kinds of stuff that I made and just sits there without use. So it's very free because I'm not stressed out and I'm just using what I have. Okay, so something went wrong with my screen that shows me the chat. So I need to call my IT support or my hubby. רמי? המסך של המחשב שלך הפך ללאומי. אני לא רואה את הלייב. I'm back. Let's see. Ay, ay, ay. בוא בבקשה. לא, אתה בלייב. Okay, let's see. So while he's doing whatever he has to do with the computer, I will start gluing pages into this calendar. And this one was also for sitting like this. I just cut it off a while ago before I even thought about doing a stream. Okay, I have the live stream again, and let's see. So if I intend to just do collages and not add all more wet things on top, then I will just glue it with either, depending on the paper, either with a glue stick or with this silicone glue. Silicone glue, yeah, I really like to use it, and the the only brand that I know which is international is this. And someone told me that Eileen Tacky glue, the clear one, is also silicone glue. I don't know. And someone told me that Fabri-Tac is also. Again, I don't know. We don't have it here, so I don't know. And okay, yeah, okay, it fits. For a moment there, I thought I mixed the pages. So this is strong and I really like to use it. It's quite fast, but it still gives me enough time to move pieces. And as long as I don't intend to use something wet on top, then that's what I'm going to use to adhere my pages. And I will explain why. If I will start painting over this again and I just use the silicone glue, then all the places without glue will rise up. The paper will buckle. I think that's the word. So, but if you are thinking about using more painting, more, I don't know, watercolors, then that's not the what you need to do. If you are still planning on using wet stuff on top, it's better to just take white glue, smear it all over, don't miss any area, and then work on it. So let's see, it's not in line here, so I still have time to move it. Here we go. Not that it's that important, but nonetheless. Let's see if there is something. Let's see. Okay. So this is quite quick. Just making sure I have enough glue. And as you can see, I can move it until I'm satisfied. This is almost a done deal. I don't have to do anything with this page. And just because I had left a paint and then the stencil was here and I had more leftover paint, and here we go. Okay. I'm trying to be quick about it. Okay. As you can see, I'm not even trying to mix and match or anything. I'm just gluing as it goes. I really don't care. Otherwise, this calendar would have gone to the recycling bin. So it really doesn't matter. I can also put down here. Okay, so while I'm gluing these pages, the other idea that I had was to use something like this as a, I don't know what to call it, a multi greeting card, okay? That's the best name I can give it. Someone in your family has a birthday or any other occasion, and the whole family is putting a greeting on each page. So you are left with something that already is bound and not many greeting cards that are going in either to the trash or into another box. So that's another way to use your calendars. I've done it before. It's very nice, especially if for grandmothers, each grandchild is making something. You, even if they are coming, with their drawings, you can just fold it and stick it to to the page and write the name of the grandchild. So it doesn't even have to be a written greeting card. It can be with all the sketch drawings of the grandchildren. Just one example. And of course, because it's a last year calendar, and if you don't use it, it's going to the bin, to the trash bin, to recycling, then you can always just put whatever paper you want, not even painted paper, any blank paper, or if you want lines or a graph paper, whatever floats your boat, then you can do all experiments that you want to do and feared to try it in your regular art journal. And you can also do swatches of your paints that you have, even if it's just all kinds of markers that you buy. And sometimes when I've done all kinds of swatches, even if it was highlighters, then I got a background, fun, not funny, interesting background, and I've used it. So I swatched the markers, but then I've done something on top of it, and it was quite nice to use. So that's another idea. I'm trying to align it. Okay. And of course, if it's sticking out, I can always trim it later. You see how fast it is? If you grab your painty papers and you don't overthink it, it's quite fast, and you've got a start of an art journal or album or whatever you want to use it. Okay. Almost done. I don't watch the chat closely, so I hope I'm not missing anything. Go. Another thing that I thought about using the calendars is you always can go with a theme. First of all, like I've got a lot of gel prints that I don't get to use. And if you've done any kind of mono printing, and especially the gel plate, You just can't do one. There is no way you are doing one. And when you're doing it, you mostly start with some colors and mostly, not always, continue with the same colors through several pages, several papers. It seems like I haven't cut enough pages for this calendar. Never mind, I will cut more later. I just wanted to show you very fast way to go about it. I still have a lot more pages in my leftover paint notebook. So and I've got the gel prints and I've got other painting papers. Let's see if I can bring it here. All of this bin is painty papers. Don't know if you can see it. I don't have enough room. And that's just the painty papers. I'm not talking about all the scrapbook paper and all the other stuff that accumulated and magazines, and I have in another bin all the vintage stuff, which is another way to go about it. If you want to go vintage, that's a theme. You can go a theme. You can pick by a color. You can pick by something that you like. You like butterflies, go butterflies all over. Even if it's not in the background, if you are collecting all kinds of butterflies embellishments, then here you go. You can go butterflies all over, or flowers, or you like elephants, go elephants. So you want rainbow, you can go rainbow all over. So that's the start of one journal. I'll put it here with the leftovers just so it will stay in one place. Let's see. This is the one that I told you that is going to be like a mini album for my Lapland trip. Now I don't remember if I cut 12 or 24, so let's start just one by one. And as I said, I really didn't care which part of the map it is, so if you are seeing your country on my map, I'm sorry. Just putting some glue. Now I'm not going to keep you here just watching me glue pages to pages, but this is the start. And what I was planning to do, let's see where I've put it. I've already picked some stamps that I think of using here. I've got some snowflakes, yeah, some like mailing stamps, and all kinds of stuff that like for travel, whatever. So I thought about decorating each page with this, and I'm also thinking of adding a little bit more color, but as I said, I don't want to use wet stuff, so I'm going with some ink. I'm taking this Memento Nautical Blue. It's a permanent ink, and I'm thinking of going around like this. Don't really care, very loosely, just to make it a little bit less nice. I don't know. I'm using makeup brush. You can use a sponge, again, makeup sponge, or if you have daubers also. Let's see. Let's just take something and start with something so you can see what I'm doing. What the heck is she talking about? I just picked one randomly. Okay. Don't care what is written on it. I'm just stamping randomly, as I said. It's just something in the background. Let's see. Good enough. And let's pick something from the snowflakes. I think let's go with the big one. What's the worst that could happen? One big snowflake coming up. Yeah. Let's try. I'm taking it off the block because I've got the spiral here. Good enough. Now, so that's one page. And here are the photos. Now, they are not great quality. I just used my home printer, and I think the ink is about to go out, rest in peace. And well, but I just wanted something. I didn't really care about the quality of the printing. Just wanted something that I can put in front of me, and I don't know, will remind me of better times. We've already canceled few vacations that were supposed to be. No flights, mostly no flights in and out of Israel right now. Only one, the national company is still operating. Although it really doesn't matter, because right now I'm not sure. A lot of places are not safe right now to go to, even if there was a flight. So that's another consideration. Even when there is no war, we always have to be careful where we are going. There are places that in advance they tell you to try and not speak in Hebrew. So what can you do? Okay, so my idea, this is not the picture I want here. This is not the start of of everything, but basically what I want to do is on each page put one photo, and on purpose I left white around the photo because it looks more interesting. That's it. So I have to do the same thing for all these photos. And let's see, I don't even remember what I've printed. There were a lot more, of course. And let's see, what do I really want here? Just for the fun of it, we'll do the first one. Okay, I'll do this one. That was one. I don't know what you call it. It was so like going into another dimension. Because I was born in south of the country, which is mostly a desert, in a town, in a city that is called Be'er Sheva, which is, if I'm translating, it's the seventh well. The seventh well that Abraham dug in the desert. If you know your Bible, or as you call it, what you I forgot the name for it. Trying to do stuff and remember other stuff. It doesn't go well for me. Here, because it's just printer paper and this is just a map, I don't need anything special. I can just put some glue stick in the back. And there you have it. First page. Ta-da! When we got there, you are taken after the airport. You are taken to a special place where you are given this kind of gear, because of course we don't have this stuff. We don't know how to to handle this kind of cold and all this snow. Quite an experience. Let's see. Lost the chat again. I'm going to try and bring it back. Sorry. Okay. I have the chat again. Let's see if there is something that I need to address. Hi, Denise from Arizona. You probably know what I'm talking about the desert. Take someone from Arizona and drop them in Alaska. I'm just reading what you wrote. Okay, I don't understand the question. That's ridiculous. How are you supposed to talk to each other? I don't know. Oh, Old Testament. That's what I was looking for. Old Testament. I remembered. I just didn't understand the question. Hello, Utah. This is so great to see people from all over. Maybe I'll do another page. I really like it. I'm right now I'm leaving this side blank. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. So this is staying blank, and I don't know if you can see, but I put the map a little bit off. I can always trim it. Like I said with the other stuff that I've done. If you didn't manage to align it, you can always trim the axis. That's it. All nice and easy. So, of course, after you are doing whatever you want on the inside, then you can decorate the outside. At least that's what I always do, because I know that somehow if I do the cover first, somehow I manage to destroy it. So all my journals, the cover is always the last. So next, I think I will take this photo. Let's take all of this to the side I've got too much here. I'm always starting to work with some kind of space, and the more I work, it just shrinks. Okay, let's take another page, another part of map. Here we go. I'm going to do the same thing I've done before, just going around. Just darkening the edges, and I'm not looking for anything precise, or just darkening it very freely. And of course you can do whatever you feel like. I'm just trying to give you some ideas and try this thing called live stream. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if you can see, but mostly I just eyeballing and cutting. Okay, I haven't forgotten to stamp. Just that the photo is here, and we went to, I don't know what to call it. It's like a ranch for these huskies, and not just huskies. They have other kinds of dogs that are driving the sleds. It was, first of all, I just adore dogs. It's just, I'm a little bit cuckoo about dogs. If I see a dog, I just have to pet him. So I think I was more excited about petting all the dogs than the dog sled. Yeah, I'm crazy. What can I say? Again, I just picked random stamp, and I'm just stamping here just to add something interesting to the background. The spiral is a little bit in my way, but as I said, it's just part of the background. It really doesn't matter. So let's leave it here. Let's take another stamp. Something beeped. Let's see. No, everything is okay with my phone. A bunch of snowflakes. Yep. I don't know. Whatever. Really doesn't matter. So that's the idea for this calendar. These are the other pages. Do you want me to continue gluing stuff and doing an art journal page on one of them or whatever? Let's see. Don't cut the atlas, just take a picture or photocopy it and use that. Each time you have a beautiful paper that you are afraid to touch and use, either photo it and then print, or if you have a scanner or a printer, whatever, just photocopy it. And there are also if you do a free printable search on anything, just Google it, free printables maps or free printable vintage, whatever. Everything is on the internet. You can find everything and you can print as long as you have a printer. If not, there are places that will print for you. So again, thank you, Jan. I'm still reading the chat. Okay. I think there is a delay between what I'm doing and what I'm seeing here. I don't know. I don't know. I pushed some buttons. I picked some things. All it asked me all kinds of stuff. And here we go, live stream. Okay, so right now I'm just gluing more of the maps. Yeah, I think there is some kind of delay. So I will wait to see if you want me to continue with this, with another calendar. Just do me a favor, if you're putting a comment in the chat that is for me to read, if you can put it in caps lock, all the letters in caps lock, it would be easier to see and read. I've cut some of the pages really crooked, but I'll just trim the excess later, as I said. Okay. Next. Oh, okay. Italy is fallen. I'm sorry, Italy. Been to Rome several times. Love that city. I love to travel. Although there are several places that I won't be going again. Okay. I'm always worried when I'm doing something and I don't talk that I need somehow to say something. Okay. Last page. More interesting. Okay. Portugal and France has fallen too. I'm sorry. Checking the chat. I must come to Canada, yeah. 2 pounds over. I don't know if I can make it. I think it's I can hardly stay on a plane to I think the longest I've been is to the UK, and that's it. 1 pound over, not 2. And I don't know if I can manage it, and also it's very expensive to the United States or Canada, or if I ever want to go to Australia or New Zealand, also very expensive and very, very long flight. So yeah, right now well, most of my trips are to all kinds of places in Europe, and that's also on hold. To the UK I won't be going anytime soon. Last time we've been many times to London, me and my hubby, and last time we even done our honeymoon there. The cop, I don't know if they call it a cop or policeman that was in border control when we got in Gatwick, is asking us, what's the purpose of your visit? And we are saying honeymoon. He looked at us like we are crazy, and he says, "You're not going to Paris?" I said, "No, we're going to London." He really thought we were crazy. So we've been to London many times. We also took a bus to Oxford at least 2 times. And last time we've been to London was about 6 years ago. That was the last time, and not going back there again. I'm sorry to all UKs here, but it was 6 years ago, it was already not safe for us to go. We were in shock. That was not the London that we knew. It was a trip from my hubby workplace, and when we landed at Luton airport, there was a bus waiting for us, and this is the first time we came through Luton and not Gatwick. So we are going on the bus, and it starts to enter into London, and we see neighborhoods upon neighborhoods that look like, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry that I'm saying it, but it looked like a refugee camp. Almost no English, everything is in Arabic, and we got to our hotel was really almost on the intersection of Marble Arch and Oxford Street, and there were demonstrators there in Hyde Park, and also on the entrance to the tube for ISIS. So sorry folks, I'm not coming to London anytime soon, especially after what I saw in the news, what's going on there. We not safe for Jewish people. So what can I say? At least I got to be there in the past. We were supposed to be in Sofia, Bulgaria, and the flight got cancelled many times because of the war. Each time they are moving it like a month forward, and then they are canceling. So no. Oh, did I miss that? No, I didn't miss anything. That's the cover. This is for the end. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yes, I've been to Prague. Oh yeah, I really wanted this year to be in Scotland or Ireland, but again, right now it's not safe for me. Well, right now there are no flights, but even when there are will be flights, right now it's not safe for me. Sorry, what can I say? Damn shame. We really didn't anticipate it. We didn't anticipate the attack. We didn't anticipate the war, and mostly we didn't anticipate this wave of how do I call it? All those demonstrations against Israelis and against Jews. It's not even 80 years from the Holocaust, and it's like being in square one. So I know it's not everyone. I know the news only show the radicals and all the mayhem in each country. I know, but still, we didn't think that it would be like this. I can understand when Islamic population in, I don't know, like the UK will go on a demonstration. I can understand it. But when you see a lot of other people that are not joining in this Jewish hatred, then Yeah, not going there. Not right now. What can I say? Okay, maybe I've done another extra. I don't know. I'm keeping it here. We'll see later. I'll just put everything mostly together for continuing in this mini album. That's the best description I can give for this. And we'll go to something else just so you can see all kinds of stuff. I'm wondering how much time I'm already talking because I feel parched. Okay. Just trying to organize things here before I'm doing more mess. I'm making a mess. Yeah, I'm making a mess. No matter what, I'm making a mess. What can I say? This one's here. Yeah, that's where it should go. This one here. This one here. Trying to make space again. I don't know. Let's stick it here for right now. So this and all the other photos are going to be in the same place. Okay. So let's see what's in the chat. Yes, pockets for souvenirs, of course. Hope you will do more streams. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to make space again. Let's take another calendar. Whoop. Here we go, another calendar. And let's move this to I have a list here that I'm going over to see if I missed anything about the ideas to what to do with the calendars. I think I went over most of it, especially all the kinds of papers that you can use inside. Yeah. And just one more idea, even little scraps like I've saved from what I've cut before, like this, you can make something out of. If it's just like this, you can create a background. Okay, and just remember, you can decide for yourself if you want to go like a portrait or a landscape. How do you want to open your calendar, whatever you are using it for. So just another example. Maybe let's do something interesting. I'm itching to do something. Let's see. I'm gonna start here and I'm just going to start gluing. And oh, another thing. Lots of times the calendars are some kind of glossy paper, you can still work on them, especially if you have the silicone glue that I talked about. And another thing is that if you do, even without the silicone glue, you can just take some sanding paper, go lightly, and then of course clean it, and then you can glue whatever you want. And another thing is you can just gesso it if you want. So let's see. I'm just going to start. Whatever will be, will be. I'm putting just the glue stick. If I see it doesn't stick, then I'll fix it later. You see, it's just a calendar. I don't care. You know my motto. What's the worst that could happen? Here we go. Let's see if I have something else that would be interesting from the leftovers. I want the darker one here at the bottom. And let's go with this. But I want torn edges. So I'm going to go like this. Yeah. And again, some glue stick in the back. Nothing to it. And I'm overlapping. This I will trim later. What's sticking outside of my page, I will just trim later. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Next. Maybe this one. Nope. Let's go with this one. Again, I'm just tearing. Yeah. Ooh, already I'm interesting. I like it. Sometimes something clicks and it's so exciting. Yeah. Now this one. Just need to tear this again also. Yeah. I think my hubby fell asleep on the couch and if you're going in a minute, I think you're going to hear him snore. Just trimming. Okay. I already love this page. Don't have a focal point. I'm already in love with it. What can I say? Okay. Focal image. Now it's time to grab all the other stuff that goes into this kind of art journal. Like all these painty papers that are just waiting to be used. Now I need all the embellishments that are waiting to be used. And they're not really so organized. I'm always trying to organize and I'm always making more and more, and it just, there is not one place that for everything. Here are the things that were just lying on my desk and I just put them here. So as I said, not organized. Nope. All kinds of stuff. Nope. Maybe. Tissue paper. Maybe. Maybe it will be interesting on top of this, or maybe two of this. Maybe. This is a maybe. Too long. You see, just all kinds of little stuff that I keep. Took a napkin to do something, didn't use it, I just throw it in a pocket. And this is just the small part stuff where I'm supposed to be organized. There's a lot more. Let's see. You see this? All of these are all kinds of embellishments and all kinds of stuff in potential to be focal points. Let's see. Just to give you an idea. Some of the stuff here is bought, not made. Like this is from a cheap store, and I even saw people that said that bought this in a Dollar Tree. So this is something that you can find in, or at least you could find at the Dollar Tree. So that's something. And I've got these butterflies I bought long ago from IKEA, and mostly I use them as templates, but they can be used also to create a focal point. So these are things that I bought and not made, but here is an example for something that I made. These fairies I made, and they are waiting for a home. So I'm doing the lot of time I'm just making the figure in apart from the wings, so something that can be a focal point. Here is another one, but no, I'm not using this today. The wings, these ones are made from tracing paper or vellum. So if you're interested, it can be done with that. Just giving you examples of things that are going to go inside this kind of calendars that I've made. Let's see what other stuff I have here that I made, and you might have seen it in the past. I hope all this plastic stuff doesn't do too much noise for you. Let's see. I'm starting to put many things on the floor. Like here I've got all kinds of butterflies. Some I got in Happy Meal, some bought, some I made. All kinds of birds. Some I made. I drew them, and again I drew them. I made like a template, and then I'm just printing them either or on a just printer paper or on dictionary paper. I just put in the printer tray dictionary paper, and I print them on it I've got all kinds of other birds. There was a video a long time ago how to do this birds, like I think I called it like quilt birds or quilt effect or something like that. These are just made from, again, a leftover paint that I put in a dictionary. I have a template for the birds, and then I just cut the pieces and bring them together. Here it is. Leftover paint in a dictionary. Art and Artist. Bought it for £1 in London a lot of years ago. Yeah, so this one is nice here in terms of the colors, but doesn't speak to me. So in you go. This was more what I was thinking about. It looks nice, so probably I will use it. Let's see, what else do I have here? All kinds of flowers that I drew by hand, really simple, really just on dictionary paper or on white paper, and very simple, very free, nothing is planned. So that's another way to go about it. Let's see for a minute. No, don't like it. This one is nice. Nope. And I don't want to make new things. For these calendars, I just want to stick things that I've already done. I'm not creating any other stuff. This is by dipping a balloon. There are, I think, even two videos about it. It's really easy. You just put on any surface the amount of colors that you want. You take a small balloon, dip it, and just print it. So really easy. No, nothing here is calling to me. I've got more stuff, but just wanted to go over this stuff. So to give you some examples, I think the most important thing is to really use what you have. Otherwise, you are just making more and more stuff and you are not using it. Again, making space. Let's see. This is just a stamp set that I have. So maybe, let's see if I can find it. Maybe I will just use the stamp instead of gluing the pieces of tissue paper. I'm looking for it as we speak. I speak, whatever. Here we go. The only thing is that when you have a background with several paper, then you have texture, and sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to stamp on it. Once again, I don't have the chat, so let's see. Working on it. Okay, here we go. Let's see what I missed. Yes, cheap store is the dollar store or Dollar Tree or Poundland or whatever. In each, even in Europe, I can find cheap stores. There is Teddy in. I was in Teddy in Vienna. I've been to. Let's see. There is Spar. There is Pepco. There is. These are in Europe. There is Jumbo. And what else? Here in Israel, there are all kinds of, one is Dandil, it's called Dandil. And there is Max Stock and Zolstock. Everything stock is a cheap store. Let's see. Maybe I missed something in the chat. I don't know. I'm trying to follow. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anything. I'm sorry if I did. Okay, let's see. This is too big, or maybe not. Let's go do something. No overthinking here. Let's take a block. Using Momento Tuxedo Black permanent ink. That's what I have. Going here and hoping for a nice print. That's okay, good enough. I'm just printing the head, this part, not the stem, don't need it. I'll do the stem with a permanent marker. I should probably re-ink the pad, but for right now, that's good enough for me. Here you go, too much going on here in terms of texture, but I've got a permanent marker. I can always go and fix. That's if I haven't ruined it, because I'm always ruining my markers no matter what. Here we go. Good enough for me. Yeah. Didn't print well here. I can just go over. Hubby's snoring in the background. That wasn't planned. This is I don't know what to call it. It's an open floor to to the floor that is beneath, like a loft, but I don't know if you can use loft for a house, or only in barns there is a loft. I don't know. Haven't checked it. But if you can use it for a house, then this where I'm working is like a loft. So it opens to the main living room stairs, and then the main living room, and all the other rooms are downstairs. I really like it. I really like it, and I'm just thinking maybe stamping a little bit of this in the background. No. Taking it out and just printing part randomly. More for interest in the background than details. Yeah, that's what I want. And I feel like I need something here, writing something. And also I'm thinking about darkening the edges. Not sure yet. Let's see. So I'm finished with the stamping. Looking at the chat again. Okay. Again, if you are talking to me or trying to ask me something, if you can do it in capital letters, it would be easier. If you are talking amongst yourselves, that's great. And I can't keep up with the live stream, not the live stream, with the chat. Getting tired here. But I want to finish this. I want to finish it so I can say I finished one page. I'm looking at the leftovers because I'm thinking of maybe using a part of it to stamp something, some word on top. Not sure. No, maybe not. And now we are going into another bin. Whoa. This is the bin with all things with words and letters and stickers and rub-ons and whatever. So that's the next thing to use. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to put any words on your page, but I'm really, really trying to use everything here. All the painty papers, all the stamps, and let's see. No, right now nothing is clicking. No light bulb. Good job. Mm, okay, I'm just putting it here and that's it. Magical day. More of a stressful day. Going live. Let's see. Now what? I wanted to darken the edges a little bit. So, do I want to be subtle about it? Do I want to not be subtle about it? I don't know. Taking this dark blue with the Q-tip, I'm going to start small and we'll see. Ew, the noise. Don't like it. Okay. No, no, just no. I'm just. That's horrible. At least here I can reach with a makeup sponge and avoid the noise that the Q-tip made on the paper. Let's see. Write something to remember your first live. What that I'm almost peeing my pants, having a heart attack. What do you want me to say? Here we go. Yeah, just want to go over a little bit. That's it. Yeah, my first page. So this will be like this, and in other journals I will probably go like this. And I don't know how much time I'm on air. I'm really curious about it. Almost 2 hours. No wonder. No wonder I'm parched. Next time, if there will be next time, I need to put something to drink here. Okay, so this is it. This is it for me. It's 10:30 p.m. here. I'm I'm losing it. I'm reading. Draw a little EKG strip. Yeah. I'm taking your advice. Okay, so it goes like this, and then it goes like this. This will be like a baseline, and then it goes like this, and like this. You see, I'm listening. You told me to do an EKG line. And like this. Just not Let's hope not I flatlined. Don't worry, all Israelis have gallows humor. EKG line. And once again, I lost the chat. Let's see. Okay, here we go again. Susan, you are making me laugh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you for everyone for being here and for keeping up with me. I wanted to ask if you want to see me continue the calendars or just go on with other stuff. And I also have 3 more videos uploaded that were before the war. I'm considering releasing them, but it's just weird because I feel that the person from before the war is not the same person that I am now, and if I'm putting them on YouTube, then it's kind of weird. But maybe I'll just let it go and put them on, and whatever will be will be. I don't even it's from before the 7th of October 7th, and I don't even remember what I've said in those 3 videos. So we'll see. I don't watch my own videos. If I watch my own videos, I will never do a video again, so it's better I'm not. And if you have any comments about what you like to see, or if you want to see me continue this, if you want it to in live, if you want it in just another video, regular one, comments, you can also comment down below. It doesn't have to be in the chat. Even after I'm finishing the live stream, you can just leave me a comment in the chat. And I have a Facebook page, my own Facebook page, Noit Berkovich, not something commercial. I don't sell anything. So if you want to go, it's open, and so you don't even have to befriend me if you want to. And most of the time I'm posting there my works, and not all that are on video. Until the war, there was only my works, and now I'm also sharing other stuff, not so great things that are important to me. So you can ignore that stuff and only look at the works that I'm doing. And a lot of time I've got better pictures there than what my camera is taking while I'm making a video. So up to you if you want to go there. Maybe I will write just so you will see. If you want to go to my Facebook page, it's and I think I also have Instagram, just because people ask me for an Instagram. I don't really get that app. I'm posting my stuff there, but otherwise I don't do anything on Instagram. I try to reply if someone is leaving me a comment, but it's not not really my thing. So if I missed something, if you left me a comment there and I didn't reply, it's not because I don't want to reply, it's because it's not really something that I work with. I'm I'm old. Facebook is probably as much as I can handle. That and YouTube. I wasn't on. It took me a long time to be on Facebook and even longer time to go on YouTube. So I'm reading the chat. Okay. So this is it for now. Really, really tired. What can I say? But it was lovely and it was really great to hear from all of you and see you here and to see other people from other places here. So thank you, as I always say, thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments down below, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Now I need to figure out how I'm switching this off. Bye.